Hello friends, today I'll start with the analogWrite. So how we have to use the analogWrite in the Arduino, and followed by another function I will show you. So first I will demo the I will explain the analogWrite function, and there is another more function, and after that I will show the code in the Tinkercad. Okay, so analog write. Okay, so by the name you can tell the analog write. By the name also you can write. Write means the write operation. Okay, so something we have to store from the microcontroller to external device. Okay, so that is the analog, that is write operation. Okay, so from microcontroller to external device. Okay, so analog means the data, whatever data we are sending from microcontroller to external device, that data should be in analog value. Okay, analog value. Okay, but the through which pin we have to send the analog value. Okay, we have to use the analog pin for sending the analog value from microcontroller to external device. Okay, for that the one particular function is required. That function is the analog write function. If you want to, again I am repeating, if you want to send analog value from microcontroller to external device, you need analog pin from the Arduino. Okay, so through the analog pin you can send the analog value from microcontroller to external device. But for operating this function, okay, you need a analog write function. Okay, for executing this operation you need a analog write function. Okay, the analog value that corresponds to also PWM wave, pulse width modulation wave, right? This function can be used to emit LED at different intensity. That means multiple values I am sending from microcontroller to external device. So what kind of the application you can see, right? So you have the LED, external device is LED. Okay, external device, that is LED. In LED you are sending the multiple values. When if you send the logic 1 and logic 0 into the LED will be turned on and turned off. So only digital values you are sending. But when it comes to the analog operation, analog value, okay, you are sending multiple values through the LED. That means the LED intensity, the LED, either it will be turned off or turned on. But for case of the turn on, you can change the intensity of the light. Okay, for changing the intensity of the light, you can send the multiple values to the LED. Okay, so for that you can use the analog write operation through the PWM pin or analog pin. Okay, normally the pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, these pins are normally the analog pin where we can send the PWM signal or the analog signal. What is the syntax for the analog write operation? After writing the analog write, so A is small in cap and the W is in capital. Okay, within bracket you have to pass the pin number and the value. So at what intensity? Okay, suppose maximum intensity is 100. Okay, but you want to reduce the brightness, okay, intensity of the light. Accordingly you have to give the value into the analog write function. Pin number through which pin you have connected the LED. Okay, so pin through which the analog value transfer to the external device, that external device is LED, and value, analog value you can send from the 0 to 255. 0 means on, off, and 255 means maximum intensity or on. So within 0 to 2, if the value will change from the suppose 50, the intensity will be reduced as compared to the maximum intensity. Okay, so now I will go to the demonstration. So here you can see so suppose my analog pin is 9, and here I have mentioned in the previous slide. So pin number 5, 6, 9, 10, this you can use for the analog write operation. So suppose the analog digital pin 9, that is used for the PWM signal, where 9 or 10 you can use anything. Okay, 9 or 10. And the under board setup, when you come to the code, then you have to write this something. Okay, so when you want to connect the serial begin, here I will show the code in the Tinkercad. So for that the nothing is required in the under the board setup. But when you come to the Arduino, if you write the Arduino ID, so you have to write the serial begin and Wi-Fi this thing, Wi-Fi details you have to write into the under the board setup function. This I will discuss in coming lecture. Okay, now come to the main code. Here into the main code, right? So you want to send the multiple values to the LED, okay, through the analog write function. So multiple values, how can you? If you want to send the, if you want to execute the same function multiple times, because multiple values you are sending through the function, right? So if you want to execute the same function multiple times, normally I have already discussed the for loop we have to use. Okay, through the for loop you will send the multiple values from 0 to 255. Okay, so so zero value I'm storing in a one value dim value. Okay, that I'm declaring as a int dim value dm is 0. So maximum value will be less than is equal to 255. Okay, this is the syntax for loop. Initial value, maximum range, and the increment operator. Okay, dim plus plus. So 0, so it will execute the statement 0 is less than or equal to 255. Then this program will be execute, and then the 0 will be increment by 1. Okay, so so first of all LED will be turned off and it will sustain for a 2 second. Again this loop will be continuing up to 255. Okay, 50, 10, 50, 20, like this way you can change the LED value, multiple LEDs value. According to the values, the LED brightness will be changed. Okay, so this is for uh, um, turn on to the turn off to the maximum intensity. Okay, or turn on. From turn on to turn off, you can change the intensity, increase the intensity. Okay, and this is for turn on to turn off. Okay, this is for turn on to turn off. Here also to decrease the intensity. In this case, you can increase the intensity. In this case, you can decrease the intensity. Okay, so for within bracket in dim. So here in this case, the my it is already reached to 255. Okay, so now you want to decrease the value. Okay, you need to reduce the brightness. So initial value is the 255. So how what is the maximum condition? So it should not be less than 0, right? It should be value should be equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so in this case first it will be 255, then it will decrease 254, 250 up to 0. Okay, so when it is 255, this code will be executed. analogWrite within bracket, I am mentioning the LED pin where I have stored the 10 number pin and the values. Values I am declaring as a dim value. Okay, so 255, then 254. 254 will also sustain for 2 millisecond. Then 253, 252, like this way it will reach up to 10, 20, 10, 5, 3, 2, 1, like this way. Okay. So the example how the LED is blinking or LED brightness is increasing, that I'll show and the Tinkercad. Okay. Next is the another use cases, the room temperature controller. Okay. Uh, this explanation I will discuss today. Okay, little bit, and the next day I will show the Tinkercad output in the about this thing. Okay, the concept I am discussing now, the everything I will discuss in the coming lecture. So room temperature controller. Room temperature controller means this is one of the use cases of the IoT. So I have already discussed. I have given so many lectures regarding the IoT applications and IoT use cases. Okay. So you can automatically control the room temperature. Suppose in inside room the temperature is more maximum. Automatically you can turn on the fan, or some warning signal will be generated if the room temperature is exceed to some uh, desirable limit. Okay, so by using the mobile phone you can automatically turn off the fan, switch on the fan, or you can give some warning signal whether inside the system or inside the room any temperature is more higher or not. Okay, so for that normally so output will be the LED light and the motor, and the input is temperature sensor. You are detecting the temperature from the building by using the temperature sensor. Okay, so input will be act as a temperature. Input signal is temperature signal. Okay, that will be detected by the temperature sensor. Okay, and the if the temperature is higher than this desirable limit, then I want to give a warning signal. Through the LED light you can give a warning signal, and you also parallelly you also turn on the fan. So by using the motor you can turn on the fan. Okay, so for activating motor you can also need a transistor. Okay, the connection and the regarding code that I will discuss in the coming lecture. So if you want to make a device, make a IoT device for controlling the room temperature, so you can use the temperature sensor, okay, for detecting the temperature, and for activating the output or for activating the fan you can use the motor, and you can also give the warning signal by using the LED light. Okay, so now I want to show the analog write function using the Tinkercad. So here I can show you the LED dimming. Okay, how our LED light is increasing and LED light is also decreasing. This also. So only the one LED light is required. Okay, anode terminal you connected with the resistor into the pin number 10, and the cathode you connected with the ground. Only one LED. Okay, nothing is required. Automatically the LED brightness will be increased and brightness will be decreased. Okay, the code mentioned in the PPT, the same code I have written here. Here I am using the Tinkercad, that's why nothing is required under the void loop, void setup function. Okay, so pin number 10 I have declared as a LED pin. Now come to the main code. So through the analogWrite function, I will send the multiple values for activating the brightness of LED. So that's why the for loop is required. Okay, so for loop value, initial value is 0, maximum value I can give 255, and the value will be automatically increment by 1. Okay, so the LED pin under the analogWrite function, you have to pass the pin number and the values. So LED pin and the dim value that I am passing. So I kept my delay second as a 10 millisecond, not 2 millisecond. This is 10 millisecond. Okay, so here also this is for increasing the brightness, this is for decreasing the brightness. So the for decreasing, the maximum value will be from 255 to 0. Decrement operator is also there. Then again the analog write, and the same two values I am passing, pin number and the values. Okay, so here also I kept my delay time as a 10 millisecond, right? So now go to the start simulation, close the close window, code window. Now going to play the start simulation. Okay, now you can see the brightness is increased, and again brightness is decreased. Okay, you can also kept this is as a 100. So all very slowly the LED light will be increased. Very slowly LED light is increasing. Okay, again it is decreasing. Or you can also reduce the to for 2 milliseconds. You will not understand why the bright is increasing or not. Okay, I was checking. See, brightness is increasing. Here you can understand how the brightness is increasing and decreasing. Okay, this is about so everything I have kept. I have drag and drop from right hand side. Here Arduino is also there, the LED right, and the register. And just if you click, suppose mm, if you click on this terminal, the automatically the wire terminal will be enabled, and if you touch here, the connection will be like this. I'm showing again, removing like this way you can connect. Okay, if you want to remove, select this one and you press delete option. Okay, so in this you can connect everything, just touch, and where you connect, in that those points you have to touch. Okay, so thank you. Please like, share, subscribe my channel, and I'll discuss some more topics and interesting topic and RT use cases in the coming lectures. Thank you.